Hi everyone, welcome back to a very interesting tutorial. This is Randy from Rhandz Graphix, and today I will show you guys how to create an advanced glitch in After Effects. As we know that there are tons of ways on how to create it, but commonly they use the RGB split techniques. Nevertheless, on this tutorial, I will show you a different way. So be sure to stay up to the end of this video. Before we begin our proper tutorial, first we will take a closer look of what we are gonna be creating. And this is the first one that I'm gonna have to teach you how to do this. So go to composition, new composition, and I will name it one text underscore one. This means that one is the first composition that we made, and the resolution is 1920 by 1080p, 30 frames per second, and 5 seconds duration. I will go again to composition. I will name it to displacement underscore one. (1920 by 1080p, 30 frames per second, 5 seconds duration, and the background black. Click OK. And I will go again to composition and create a new composition. I will name it 3 main underscore 1. Same configuration in here, and I will click OK. I will open the text one, grab the text tool, and type gamer. And grab the alignment tool and align it at the center. I'm using the font name Bevas, and the size is 200 pixels. And then I will go to the second displacement composition, and I will go to layer, new solid. I will name it fractal. And I will click OK. And I will go to effects and preset and find noise and grain and fractal noise. And I will use this fractal noise to displace my text and animate it. So I will change some settings in here. I will change the noise type to black, and I will open the transform and check uniform scaling. Change the scale light to 30 and the scale width is 585, and the complexity I will change it to 2.5, and I will make sure that the playhead is at the beginning of my timeline, and I will create a keyframe on the brightness. I will change the brightness to -180. So you see here it's totally black, and that's what I want. And move my playhead forward to about 2 seconds, and I will change this to +180 to make it totally white, and then move forward to about 4 seconds, and I will press U on my keyboard to see the keyframe, and I will highlight this one and press Ctrl C on my keyboard and Ctrl V to paste it. And I will move this to about 20 frames, and I will move this keyframe and then go back to 4 seconds. I will highlight this keyframe and Ctrl C to copy it and Ctrl V to paste it. So as we scrub this playhead, there's already a simple animation on our fractal noise. So I will open the main and go to project file, drop down the text on my timeline, and also the displacement. And I will disable the visibility on the displacement composition. I will highlight the text one and go to effects and preset and go to distort and find displacement map. I will change the displacement map layer to displacement. So I will open the three main composition, go to project file, drop down the text, drop down the displacement map on my timeline 2, and then disable the displacement map layer, and I will highlight the text one, go to effects and preset, find distort and displacement map. I will change the displacement map layer from text to the displacement. I will change the max horizontal displacement to about 49, and I will move my playhead here to see if there is a displacement happening. So I will go to effects and preset and add a set matte and move the set matte above the displacement map. I will go to my effects and control and change this from text 1 to the 2 displacement. And I will also change the alpha channel to luminance because our fractal noise here is a luminance channel. So that's why. As you can see, there's a variation of gradients here. So I want it more stretchy. So all I have to do is to duplicate the displacement map a couple of times. Probably add one more. So I don't recommend for more duplication. At least 3 is okay to me. So I will just close it to have more space to work on it inside this panel. So now we are ready to colorize it. All I have to do is to go to effects and preset and find color correction and colorama. I will move this up to the set matte and I will change the input phase. This add phase here, change this to displacement, and then open the output cycle. Change this from none to ramp gray. Double click this triangle icon here and change this to white. And I will add another here and I will change it to teal and I will click OK. So now there's another teal here, but I don't want it dark, so I will click here again and I will put teal on it, and I will probably change the color here because I want to get rid of the dark. I'll just double click it and change it to teal and click OK, or just add white on it and click OK. I will just boost the alpha because it seems that the color is really saturated. So all I have to do is to go to effects and find color correction curve, and I will move this curve just below the set matte and then change this RGB to alpha, and I will boost this alpha up so it's brighter, as we can see in here. So I will close this one, close this one too, the output cycle, the colorama, so we have more space to work at. So if we will scrub this playhead, we can see that there's a nice animation here, but it seems that the edge of the text is sharp. So go back to colorama, open it up and open the modify alpha and uncheck this modify alpha and go to your project file, highlight the one text one and duplicate it and double click it to open it up, and double click this layer to change the text from gamer to hard. I'm using the same font, Bebas regular, and the size is 200 pixels. I will click on my keyboard R for the rotation I want it negative 45 degrees. Then go back to my main composition here, and I will also duplicate this one. Go on my keyboard and click Alt Hold and drag down the one text 2 and replace the one text 1 in here. As you can see, there's a replacement already, so click R on our keyboard and make this 45 degrees. And then click P on the position, and then I think we have to move it up a bit. Okay, and then I will also go back to text 1 and I want it negative 45 degrees. Then go back to my main and highlight this text 1 at the bottom and click R for the rotation, and I want it 45 degrees. And click P on your keyboard for the position and drag it down a bit and probably move a bit here, and go back to the displacement and highlight these two keyframes and move it to about 2 seconds. And as you can see that there's an overlapping in here, so probably I will have to back up a bit. I will put this keyframe at the last, and I will move this one at 4 seconds and 20 frames. So now if we will go back here, we have a nice animation. So as you can see here, it's not completely gone, so we will go back to the displacement, fractal noise, go to effects control and make this as in completely black and move forward, and we will also make this completely white. Now when we move this again, it's so clean and there's no more glitch that we see in here after. Now we will go to text 2 and go to set path and check this invert path. So when we play this one, let's see. So as you can see, when we play this one, the direction of our animation of the glitch is from the bottom to the top. So what we want is from the top to the bottom. All we have to do is to change the offset in here. Instead from 49, we will change it to negative 49. So now when we play this one, the direction is now going down, not from the bottom and then the top. So now we are ready to make this color glowing. All I have to do is to add an adjustment layer. Go to layer and add adjustment layer, and I will put the adjustment layer on top of all these layers, and I will go to effects and preset, go set channels, and I will change this source here. I will set it to saturation. So all we have to do is to just make a glow on the saturated color. I will also go to effects and preset and add solid composite, and I will change this to black, and I will click OK. Go again to effects and preset, find a stylized glow. I will make the glow really low, probably like that. And then the glow radius, I want it really low. This one here, the glow intensity, I want it probably 0.1. And then I will duplicate it. I will change this glow radius to about 100. Again, I will duplicate the glow. and I will change the radius to this much and go back to 2, I guess, and increase it to about 100 or so. Glow threshold to be increasing like that, and also this one here I will increase it to make it more softer to look at, and I will set this blending mode to add. So when we play this one, so it's too far for the gamers, so probably will change the position on the text one and try to make it higher a bit. I think it's too far from the hard text. All we have to do is to make it a bit higher like that, and make this hard also. Press P on the position which is here and make this hard text also lower a bit. I think that's good enough. So we're good to go. So now guys, I'm gonna be showing you the next scene that I'm gonna be teaching you how to create. So this is the one. I will stop this one, and before we begin, be sure that your color depth in here is 32 bits because this is very important for color accuracy. So I will create a new folder and I will name it scene 1. And I will highlight all these compositions, drag it to scene 1 folder. And I will create another folder and I will name it scene 2. And I will highlight again these compositions and duplicate it. And I will put this on the scene 2 folder. I will close the scene 1 and highlight the scene 2 folder and double click it to open it up. So here I will arrange it first according to the first composition that we made and up to the last. I will just delete this text tree because I'm not using it. So I will open the text one first and I will make the rotation 0. And also I will open the displacement too, and I think I need to delete this one. And I will highlight these keyframes in here and then drag it to the beginning of my timeline and open the 3 main 2. First, we have to delete this text 2 because we don't use it. Go to edit and clear. So now all you have to do is to replace these compositions in here with the compositions that you just tweaked. So click Alt and hold on your keyboard and highlight the target layer that you want to replace. Move this down and change it to 1 text 4 and also delete this one because we don't use it. And then also highlight this to displacement 1. Click and hold your keyboard and drag this to displacement 2 to your timeline to replace the to displacement 1. Highlight this 1 text 4. Click R on your keyboard. Change this to 0. Go back to your text and double click it to change the gamer word to glitz. And grab again the text tool and type advanced. And I will probably use this one name cabin regular, and I will just make it smaller, 50. And then I will also adjust this glitch in terms of size. From 200 I will make it 170. I will click P on the advanced layer in order to reveal the position. Move it down a bit and move it on the right side until such time that it will align on the glitch word. I think that's good enough. Change it to full resolution. So now when we play this one, nice, eh? So all you have to do now, because this one is not at the, so just click P for the position, or maybe you can just go here and align it center. So you can see in here that there is still a little bit of glitz. All you have to do is to go back to the displacement, open the effects control, go your playhead to about at the beginning. As you can see in here that there's still a little bit of streaks, so change it to make it really black and move forward. Let's see what happens if there are streaks in here. I think there's nothing, so we're good to go. Try to move forward again. See, there's a streaks in here, so all you have to do is to change the brightness and make sure that it's all white. I think that's good enough, and then move your player again. You see here there's a streak, so change it to be fully black. So now when we go back and open the 3 main, these streaks here are gone. So we will play it again. Nice. So next we have to copy this one to create a reflection. So all we have to do is to highlight this text and go to edit and duplicate it. Highlight this bottom and rename it reflection. And highlight it again and transform it. Transform it vertically and click P for the position and drag it down. Also this text on top, drag it up. We will just check this title action shape so that we can see the center. We will make the glitz a bit higher and then highlight this reflection also higher. So now this is what it looks like. Before we will create a flow reflection, we will go back to text, go to composition and reset the composition settings to 10 seconds. And click OK. Also click the displacement and go to composition. Change the composition setting to 10 seconds duration. And move this layer up to the 10 seconds duration. Also this text layer here, or extend it to the 10 seconds duration. So when we open the 3 main 2, we will go to composition 2 and change the composition settings to 10 seconds. And highlight all and extend all these layers to the end of your timeline. So now we are done. All we have to do is to go to layer and create a new camera. I'm using a 20mm camera and I will just click OK. I will put it underneath the adjustment layer and will make this a 3D layer. And I will go to my project file and click the folder assets and drop it down this texture. And I will press P for the position. And also I will make this 3D. I will change the rotation to about -80 maybe. I will right click my mouse, pre-compose it, and I will name it floor texture. Move all the attributes, click OK. And now it's already 2D because the 3D is under the pre-comp. So all we have to do is to enable the collapse transformation switch and then disable it. And then go to layer, new adjustment layer. I will put this adjustment layer just above the reflection. And I will go to effects and preset, go to blur and sharpen, then compound blur. Change the blur layer here to the floor texture. So as you can see, there's changes here. I'll just probably increase the maximum blur to 25. And then I will highlight this reflection and I will go to effects and preset and I will add fast box blur and I will change this blur dimension to vertical. Make this blur radius 19. I will go back to camera, highlight it, open it up, go to camera options. I will move my playhead to about 2 seconds and I will change this to 600. Check the stopwatch for zoom to create a keyframe and move forward to about 4 seconds. Change this one to 1500. I will also open the transform and I'll click the point of interest to create a wiggle expression. I will type wiggle. Open and close parenthesis 7, 2. So I will close it. And I will go back to the displacement and I will probably move this one here to about 7. So I'll go back to main, play it. Go to the reflection composition, go to colorama and open the output cycle, and from here you will create a keyframe in order for us to animate the glitz glow. If for example, if you want to create an animation on your glow, all you have to do is to click the output cycle here to create a keyframe and move this triangle here, and then move forward to about probably 4 or 3. Probably move this one here. This is just an example. If you want to change it to like this, it's okay too. So it really depends on to you guys if you want what kind of glow or lightning that you want to animate it. It's all your options to choose. Just play around with it. So we will play this one. Let's see. So now we are done with our tutorial, and I hope guys that you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe in order to support my channel so that I can make more videos like this. And don't forget to like and press the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a video in my channel. And my humble message guys is that in every moment it's always a fresh start for us. Thank you very much guys for watching. God bless.